Oh no, we're falling from a great height! Could this be the end of Sonic the Hedgehog? Nope! He just squishes and does that. And that's his response! He shouldn't even be alive! But nope, he just somehow bounces face first and just does a little cartoon jig. And I guess he hit the ground so hard that now the ruins are just jiggling around. I guess that's supposed to be emerging, but just shaking. Shimmying and shaking, and as ruins are wont to do.
That light! I think it's trying to show me something.
But what could it possibly be trying to show me? Okay, great news. Thanks for that. Anyway, last time on Sonic Adventure, we took down the Egg Carrier and Chaos, and now we're kinda lost, so we're just gonna take that mysterious red light's advice and enter these ruins. I mean, that light hasn't really guided us wrong before, but now it kinda has, because we're in Lost World, and it's my least favorite stage in the game. This song in the first section is called Tricky Maze, and now we're going to see why I dislike the stage. Actually, this section's alright, but not this one! Okay, so, it's kinda hard to really control yourself in this tunnel unless you go slowly, so going this quickly, kinda dangerous. You have absolutely no way of telling if a pillar is going to be on fire from a distance, because while it does glow red for a little while, it'll stop, so you won't... Wow, good job there, Sonic. You won't really be able to tell what pillar is going to be a fire pillar until you actually see it come up. That's great, right? Just unexpected hits like that? Yeah, that's fantastic. And now, an awful part. So, we have to press a bunch of switches around the room. We also have to raise the water in this area. In order to get around, we have to ride this giant stone snake. Now, in the original Dreamcast version, this was awful because, well, the camera in this area is not good. It did not follow really that well for this circular area, and therefore, making jumps, especially at the top, was really risky. This is one of the switches we want to press. They're all color-coded. I believe it's the red that's the hardest to find. Again, due to the camera. Now, I'm pretty sure the Steam version actually has a bit of a bug here, because I don't remember the section being this bad in the original, and I have seen, I think, the GameCube version, and it didn't quite have the same horrible collision detection that this version does. I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't see somebody fall through the floor, or, well, not the floor, rather the snake. You have to be very careful, because I'm going to skip this part, just, you know, to get to the red switch easily, otherwise you have to ride the snake around for a while. However, to get to the exit, we're going to want to ride this guy. So, when he eventually decides to come around... Right, so you're going to notice Sonic kind of, not really interacting well with this snake. Yeah, if I just stood still, I would have fallen through the snake. Actually, I'm falling through the snake right now, holy shit. Yeah, that's very dangerous. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the original. Because that's never happened to me before, but yeah, in one of my early takes, I did just fall straight through the snake. Now, I believe this section's song should be called Bleeding Lights. Reason being, we are now in a dark section. Now, I actually want to lose my electric shield here. Unfortunately so, but there is going to be a section where we're going to need to light speed dash. But I do believe there's a shield around here anyway, a normal shield. Is this it? Yes, it is. I want the normal shield, not the electric shield, because the electric shield will bring in rings, and you can't light speed dash like that. They do actually fix that in later Sonic games by having, like, little phantom rings. I think that was mostly... That was either Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic Heroes. I think it was only Shadow, though. That was actually a good idea, so you could have the electric shield and accidentally collect rings. Actually, wasn't there even an electric shield in Shadow the Hedgehog? I forget, but the point is, you could accidentally collect rings, and it wouldn't be a problem. But you do have to light speed dash, so... avoid these, and... that section isn't actually too bad. Actually, is this leading lights? It should be. I don't remember anything that would separate this in the next section, which I know has a much different title, because it's actually kind of specific, especially to Sonic. Actually, no, this should be the song Danger, Chased by Rock. Well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't accidentally spoil the song name then, because there is danger in that we are now being chased by a giant rock that is now on fire, because it was shot by fiery arrows, and I guess that affects stone somehow? Right, in that case, is this leading lights? I don't really think many people go to Lost World, but this is the last section. I'm pretty sure Leading Lights is a song for Lost World, right? Yeah, it's for Lost World, so I forget who that's for in that case. Oh well. Anyway, this section will have you walking on the walls. Sorry, I accidentally decided to not press the switch enough. You were actually supposed to take an earlier route, and that's why I didn't press the switch enough, but the thing is, I got really impatient because I screwed up so much in this section and had to restart the stage so many times, in addition to all the times I had to restart it due to the fire pillars or the snake room. Not so much for the dark section. That one really didn't cause me much trouble at all, really. However, there is one particular section which I kinda wish I didn't take the same way I did here, because there is a pretty funny glitch involved with it, but at the same time it would waste a lot of time, and I think this is about it. Now, about here, I'm gonna start going really slowly, because otherwise I'm not really going to be able to control myself well, and around here, yeah, right there's a set of spikes that will drop down on you. I got hit by this so many times, and you have to redo so much progress if you get hit by those. Now, there is actually a funny glitch that I can get pretty much all the time getting hit by those, where Sonic will just kind of fly backwards for a while, just floating without any sort of gravity or any sort of inertia or anything like that. It's funny, but of course, that wasn't a bad take. That being said, though, that is the last thing we have to worry about. I mean, I kind of take this a little slowly because I forgot if there was anything I needed to worry about, but no, there isn't. We're done here. I mean, maybe you can fall through that loop, and that would suck.
Yes.
No, whatever song was playing there must have been Leading Lights. If you complete this stage, there's actually a capsule you have to step on, but for the C rank goal, you just have to enter the room. Easy enough, right? You can enter a room, I'm sure.
Yeah, not bad. Whoa, what's this? A mural.
That's oddly specific. Are there murals for, like, every future event in the Sonic series? Because there was actually a mural for the final boss of Sonic 3. Remember that? Just showed a giant robot and Super Sonic fighting it, even though we were Hyper Sonic? Well, this came out of nowhere.
What's this place?
The whole ruins are on fire.
Where am I? This is really weird.
How odd, I say. Okay, well, there's really not much for us to do but go towards the fire. That's actually the tree's dance of worry. That tree is very concerned. Oh no, look at all these dead Chow.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
I should be the one asking questions here.
It's terrible.
It does look pretty bad.
I must stop this now.
Why are you talking to me? Diddle 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 diddle. What the heck just happened?
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here.
That was the Master Emerald, but we're... Oh, hey, Eggman. No time to be concerned about that. Eggman's flying off.
Eggman!
Let's go get him.
What's he doing here?
How dare he be flying?
This time I'll get him good!
Okay, so, apparently we just saw that mysterious scene there, but who cares about that? Because Eggman's doing a thing, and we cannot allow that to happen. So, let's run over to that thing that looks suspiciously like his base, and I guess go kick his butt, because what else do we have to do? It wasn't enough to destroy the egg carrier, we have to crush all Eggman's hopes and dreams. So, here we actually have, I think that's either Silver Sonic or Mecha Sonic, and the Sonic CD Sonic, and a mysterious third capsule. Ooh, what could that be about? Oh well, we're not concerned about that, because those are only Easter eggs. We're gonna have to solve one of these puzzles, where that's one of those, hit the surrounding, or hit a thing and the surrounding things all turn on or off, depending on how you hit it. I kinda got lucky there and solved it by accident, so we are able to access the final stage of Sonic's story, Final Egg. So, first section of the stage, not a fan of it. The song for this, I believe, is Mechanical Resonance, and I don't like those cranes. They look like they should be background, and they look like they shouldn't really be able to hit you easily, but they can hit you very easily, and they're not background. They kind of make this first section awful. I got hit by them a lot. I got so many cheap shots from them, and I don't really care for that. Thankfully, though, after that, it's actually kind of smooth sailing. I did lose my shield, but that's not a huge concern, because from this point onward, I actually feel like this level is pretty well designed. First section's a bit of a clusterfuck, but this is actually kind of fun. Running along conveyor belts. Okay, that tube's not the best, but you know, it's not out-and-out difficult or anything like that, or cheap, it's just kind of weird. Aesthetically, this stage is okay, and I guess I have to take the speed boosters. It's no Death Egg, very few things are, but I guess it's okay. Level design-wise, it's not bad. Oh, and we're actually already at the second section already. The song here is Crank the Heat Up! 2 exclamation marks. I do so love the song titles for these. But yeah, this section definitely looks a little cooler. Previous section was kind of, you know, just generic machines. I do like the sort of blue tint they have here. And it is an interesting area overall. I don't know, I don't really understand what's going on with Eggman's base this time around. I mean, maybe it is just because Death Egg was really cool. But I don't know, I feel like they kind of all have a purpose. Previous Final Sonic areas, like Scrap Brain is just a big ol' city death trap, really, that Eggman made. Second game, technically speaking, Wing Fortress was the final area, even though there was a Death Egg in that game. But, you know, it was an airship, and it actually felt like an actual battleship that you would use in a video game, which is kind of far from an actual battleship, but you get what I mean. And of course, Death Egg is the best. I love that gigantic satellite, it's so cool, and its music is great. Actually, I haven't really talked much about the music. Lost World's music was kinda meh. You know, it's more ambient than anything else, but this one is pretty frickin' great. Still not Death Egg, sure, but it's pretty catchy. I love those guitars. That was pretty sweet. And a pretty good loop as well, but yeah, it is a very good song. And I'd say it's fairly final level E. I mean, it more fits the stage itself rather than the fact that it is a finale, I guess I'd say. Like, it's fitting to the area. Yeah, it does sound like it would go along with this gigantic, very mechanical base, machines everywhere, whole lot of jerk robots. But I don't quite get finality from the song, mainly because it's just more cool than anything else, but I can appreciate that. And also there's this weird walkie thingamajig. I don't know why Eggman doesn't just use a standard elevator, but whatever, it's his base.
Emergency! Emergency! Dispose of any intruder.
Oh man, there's actually a voice on the intercom. I completely forgot that happened. Alright, ooh, yeah, I want to be careful of that, but there is a shield here. Gonna want to nab that. I don't know why I didn't go for the life, because I didn't go for it in the first section because if you quit out of a stage, you actually keep your lives, and I wanted the ability to easily redo the stage because I was losing it a lot and having to redo the outside puzzle a whole lot. So yeah, I did actually not get extra lives just in order to easily be able to reset the stage. But anyway, there's those weird pink things. We'll see what they do in a minute, because there are 2 more sections with those guys. These fans make me nervous, but I think that their area of effect is actually a little larger than it might look. That being said, I would try to keep towards the center of the fans, just because that's a good idea. You should do that, and I think I was supposed to actually hit the platform, but whatever you say, game. Now, I actually forget what the other song in Final Egg is. I thought there were only 2, but I must be wrong. Anyway, yeah, these guys will actually try to crawl towards you and then explode. It's just really easy to target jump a whole lot of them at a time, so you'll probably never get hit by these guys unless you're not trying at all. Okay, now anyway, you kinda have to hit the booster here, otherwise you're not gonna make it. And they kind of understood that that wasn't really a very good platform. It was very narrow, so they just had springs to put you on the right track. We got a quick falling section here, and yeah, I wouldn't really suggest moving around too much, you know. The rings are there for a reason, follow those, set them free, trust me, and we will escape from Eggman space, yada yada yada. Now, I think we're actually just about done here. There is one more section with those weird crab things, and I couldn't find the exit immediately, but there's just a door on the other side of the room. I'm actually very far away from it at the moment, so, you know, past me if you could just make your way over there. No, that's the end of the area. Hopefully there's an invisible wall there, otherwise I could go careening out. Actually, we are pretty much at the end right now. Just have to be very wary of those weird capture majigs. They will send their heads after you in order to try and keep you in place. I forget if they can actually hurt you, but, you know, mash buttons and try to get out of it just in case, because you don't want it exploding or whatever it might happen to do. And I think we just have a few more of those guys. And why didn't I immediately move on from here? I forget. Oh yeah, because you have to take care of them. Well, I guess you don't have to if you get the Lightspeed Dash prepared in time. But, you know, better safe than sorry. I didn't have it prepared, so kinda have to kill him first. And, despite the electric shield, we have made it to the end. So, next time on Sonic Adventure, we're gonna kick Eggman's butt. Why? He exists, and I don't approve of that. So says Sonic.
Yeah, not bad.